The southwest part of Bangladesh has beautiful green landscapes, meandering rivers, and lively mangrove forests like the Sundarbans. The gentle backwaters and agricultural scenery provide a peaceful ambience. The Bay of Bengal's stunning sunsets make the coastal districts a heaven for nature lovers and those seeking an escape into natural appeal of Bangladesh. But within this beauty, in the heart of the greatest delta in the world, there lies disaster like cyclone, flood, salinity, river erosion, job insecurity. And all these problems gives birth to another big problem: internal migration or climate migrants. And this boosts the creation of slums.
There are no road names, just alleyway numbers. It's dark, dirty, and a side of climate change you don't expect and rarely see. Every year, climate change is forcing 500,000 Bangladeshis from their rural homes. Most end up in city slum, where space is running out. We talked with Mr. Azizul, a slum dweller, about his arrival to Khulna's Rupsha Slum at 2007 during Cyclone Cedar.
আসসালামু আলাইকুম চাচা, আপনার নামটা কি?
আমার নাম মোহাম্মদ আজিজুল।
আচ্ছা, আপনার এর আগে বাসা কোথায় ছিল আপনার?
কয়টা ছিল?
এখানে কবে আসা হয়েছে?
এখানে 7 সালে আসছে, আইলে হয়েছিল।
আপনাদের সাথে কি আরো মানুষ আসছিল এখানে?
বহুত মানুষ, 40-50 হাজার মানুষ হবে। সমস্ত জায়গা ছড়াই গেছে, যশোর দিয়ে, খুলনা দিয়ে।
Azizul is not alone. There are thousands of people who are climate migrants. We also talked with Mr. Joynal, a slum dweller of Greenland slum. He said about his miseries and reason of migrating to slum. Let's have a look on the statistics regarding the climate migrants. According to Independent Data Monitoring Committee, among the total of 60.9 million new internal displacement registered in 2022, 53% were triggered by disaster. Assessing the situation in Bangladesh of around 168 million people, WHO states that over 7.1 million people were displaced by climate change in 2022, a number that could reach 13.3 million by 2050. According to Bangladesh Bureau of Statistics, there are about 1,134 slums in Khulna City Corporation area that comprise 8.14% of the total area. Using random sampling method, we interviewed hundreds of slum dwellers in 5 different slums of Khulna and came to a finding that almost 42% of them are climate migrants.
Prepare yourself for a painful glimpse at the terrible living conditions that these vulnerable climate migrants who live in slums must experience. There is no window, no fresh air or light. Habib and Salma, along with their 2 kids, are numbered in a filthy, crowded 5 by 5 foot home. It houses their bathroom, bedroom, and kitchen. This is the typical dwelling environment for the slum inhabitants. Although there is power, the majority of connections are unauthorized. Water is present everywhere, yet none of it is drinkable. For these slum dwellers, collecting drinking water is a daily effort. Mrs. Runa spoke about their struggles for getting water.
বৃষ্টিতে যা লাগা রূপসার থেকে পানি নিয়ে ভিজে পড়ে এই যে কালকে 2 কলস আনছি। আজকে যার শরীরটা ভালো না, আজকে যেতে পারবো না, আবার কালকে নিয়ে আসবো। বুঝছেন, আজকে মেলা কষ্ট হয়। আর ওই যে বাড়ির ভিতরে পানি আনি, এই কাপড় এই পর্যন্ত কাঁচানো লাগে, এইভাবে কাছে, তারপরে ওই গলির ভিতরে বোতলটা হাতে করে উঁচু করে নেওয়া লাগে।
Again, there is no proper waste disposal process, no playground for the children, and no childhood. Slum dwellers are just breathing. They are not living a life.
We may not be able to change their lives overnight, but we dream of starting an initiative to change their livelihood by ensuring affordable public housing to achieve SDG goals 11 and 6. And that brings us to the end of this video. We would like to extend our heartfelt thanks to the individuals and resources that made this project possible.